Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last part, we went to the desert and killed a thing, and this part, we're gonna make it to the next dungeon, so let's go. Bye, Marin. Alright, so the hint that the owl gave us, and also the hint that we got at the end of the previous dungeon, was waterfalls, so we've got to go find some waterfalls, which should be pretty easy. I hate those things. Like, you can't hurt them when they're under the water. You can only hurt them when they hop out of the water. So even if you bump into them when you're dashing, they still hurt you. That's ridiculous. Come on. Probably would have been faster if we used the portal. And oops. If we had used the portal that was. Oh yeah, this is where I need to go. The Animal Village portal. That's what I was trying to say. Because we wouldn't have to walk through all of this area, but I didn't think about that, so we're gonna go this way instead. It's not much of a difference, but it's still a difference. I am gonna use this fairy to heal up though. Let's heal your wounds and get rid of all that stress. Close your eyes and relax. Very nice. Okie dokie then. Now that Link's had his stress removed, let's head on to the waterfall. Gonna fight some zombies real quick. There we go. Good enough. Why there's zombies in a Zelda game, I don't know, but there are. I guess there's zombies in a lot of Zelda games, really, though. Technically, that's what the Redeads are. They're just zombies. So ignore what I just said. There's zombies in lots of games. This is that's the that's Crazy Tracy. We'll talk about her later. We're not gonna go that way right now though. We're gonna go this way. So over here is the camera shop, and this was a feature that was more or less made for the Game Boy printer. Basically, you talk to this guy or this mouse. It could be a guy or a girl, I don't know. It's pink, so maybe it's a girl. But anyway, you talk to her, and she takes your picture, and then creates an album for you. And then that album can be filled by finding different photo opportunities throughout the overworld. And I'm going to try to fill the album and get all the photo opportunities. But basically, you have to start it by heading here and getting your picture taken first. And then basically what you can do after that is any photo you have, you could have printed it out on the Game Boy printer. But since the emulator I'm using doesn't support Game Boy printer functionality, I can't actually do anything with the images. But they're just cool to look at and hear the dialogue that takes place around the picture. And seeing the pictures themselves, because they're really nice pixel art, to be honest. So we could print it here if we had a Game Boy printer, but we don't, so we can't. But yeah, that's the Game Boy printer. So we're going to try to find all the photo opportunities throughout the overworld. And that is the first one. So we're actually going to head not this way, the other way. Wait a second. Ooh, I am slightly lost. Oh, okay, never mind. I know where I'm supposed to be. Gotta go up there. I was like, I need to go to the right, but I can't. But that's because I was on the wrong level. I was in the right screen, but on the wrong level. So up here is Tamalagala Mountain. I can't remember what it's actually called. It's hours in front of the egg. He will awaken. This, my friend, is the only way for you to leave the island. Whew. So up there is the Windfish's egg, and this is Mount Tamaranch, which is part of the Tall mountain range. And there's the Windfish's egg. I like the pixel art back here with the background, with the ocean and everything. That's pretty cool. Also, the music in this area is like some of the best in the game. We'll listen to it in a second. I'll stop and let you listen, but man, the theme song for that area is awesome. But before we do that, we have to go over this way. Get rid of all these moblins. And up here There's a cave, but that's not what we're coming to look at. Go away, freaking Tektite. Jesus. Okay, so here's a keyhole and a waterfall. So what do you know? That's where our key that we got from the desert goes. And it amazingly drains the waterfall. Cool stuff. And over here is our third portal. There's 4 total. If I remember correctly, there's 4 total, and we've already gotten 3. So that's pretty good. And you can see how they work. You just go into the portal and it kind of cycles through all the portals in order. And we're back here. Oh great, piece of power. This lovely song. It's funny that they have this tune, which is like super repetitive and annoying, and the TLoZ Mountain theme in the same game, because the TLoZ Mountain theme is so good. It's like one of my favorite songs in this entire game. And it's definitely one of my top favorite Zelda songs from the series. But we need to go into this cave. Great. Push this block out of the way. It almost seems like you can't get through this area because they did such a good job of blocking it up, but you actually can. Gotta stay away from that guardian acorn. Alright. We can get that piece of heart later, but not right now. Oh great, I'm so glad I walked into this thing. Alright, we're actually gonna put on Pegasus boots, but we're gonna go out here first because we can get some nice rupees. There you go, 50 of them. Very nice. It's very nice. We can't get that chest right now either. We'll worry about it later. Okay, so this is the TLoZ Mountain theme. I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen to it for a while. It is such a good theme song, my god. So that wasn't even the entire song, there's a little more to it, but my favorite part is where it goes ding 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 ding, or whatever it does. I'm not very musically inclined, so don't listen to me. But yeah, it's just a really good theme song. Alright, so we saw that guy up there waving like crazy, and we're gonna talk to him because this is the next step in the trade sequence actually. So you can actually find this guy early in the game, and he says he's gonna go exploring or whatever, and he might get lost, and he actually does. So he asks for some victuals, and we give him the pineapple that we got from the big guy. For some reason it speeds up the music for a little while right there, I don't know why. But we get a reward, and it is the hibiscus. Now if you remember, there was a person in Animal Village that said that we should bring them flowers. Or did I talk to them? Well, anyway, there's a person in Animal Village that says that you should bring them flowers. And now we have a flower. We're not going to do that in this part, but we will be doing that later. I'm going to head back down now. Ah! Alright. And if we had come up here before draining the waterfall with our key, this area over here would have been really deep water that we couldn't cross. But since we drained the waterfall, we can now hop down. And that puts us right here in front of Angler's Tunnel, which is dungeon number 4. So this is where we're going to stop for this part. I know it was really short. 9 minutes is a very short video. But yeah, in the next part we're going to take care of Angler's Tunnel, and we will go from there. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time guys, take it easy.